tinted glass. You drive like you're in a thought. You don't want an ending, don't want past. My phone stays face down quiet, like a witness we don't need. Your knuckles whiten on the steering, self-restraint at higher speed. We don't argue, we don't break, we just orbit what we're scared to say. And the city keeps receding like it knows we need the space. In the tunnel, everything turns simple. Breath, pulse, lines align. For a moment, there's no future. Only now, only the night. If you're losing what we are, lose it slowly, lose it kind. Let it fade like passing headlights. Not like you erase my mind. Concrete walls catch every echo, make your silence sound like truth. I watch your jaw set for departure. I watch you swallow what you knew. When the last car disappears ahead, the dark feels soft, numbing, like the world is holding out its hands and asking us to breathe. Maybe love is just a window we keep fogging up with doubt. But your shoulder shifts toward mine like a secret finding out. In the tunnel, everything turns simple. Breath, pulse, lines align. For a moment, there's no future. Only now, only the night. If you're losing what we are, lose it slowly, lose it kind. Let it fade like passing headlights. Not like you erase my mind. When we exit, dawn will try to name us. Make a verdict, make it clean. But I'd rather keep it wordless, keep it warm and in between. So don't rush the ending forward, don't turn distance into proof. Let the dark do what it does best, make room for what is true. The tunnel opens into silver. You blink, the world returns. I keep breathing in the quiet where your almost stays and burns. There's an aftertaste of you in the quiet when you move. Not a promise, not a scene, just a heat I can't delete. If you're gone, then be gone clean, but you stay in everything, and I'm learning how to live with the echo on my skin. You hover near the window glass, watching headlights thread the dark. Your reflection looks like someone who's afraid to restart. I say nothing about the distance, you say nothing about the ache, and the space between our sentences is the loudest thing we make. I don't need a grand confession, I don't need a perfect line, I just want you less divided, just for one slow breath of time. There's an aftertaste of you in the quiet when you move. Not a vow, not anything, just a pull beneath the beat. If you're leaving, leaving truth, not in half lit, halfway through, and I'm learning how to live with the echo on my skin. Maybe love is only motion, passing close and slipping by. Still it turns the air electric when you almost change your mind. So I let the moment soften, let it fade the way it will, but it stains the night like neon, and it always, always will. Neon aftertaste, I breathe it in and let it go. Neon aftertaste, still glowing even when you in the rearview, the city shrinks, the necklace breaking in the dark. You adjust the mirror twice, like you can't stand that it's apart. My seatbelt clicks like a small decision, your blinker ticks like doubt, and we keep driving in a sentence we never finished out. You tell me it's complicated, like that word can be a home. changes, then disappears behind. You keep both hands on the wheel, and I keep losing time. We climb the overpass slowly, city folding under gray. The last night is in your eyes, the first of days in the lane. You roll the window down a little, cold air rinsing out the smoke. I watch your mouth almost confess, then turn it into a joke. The skyline loses all its neon, turns to steel, turns to clean, and everything we've been avoiding starts to show in what it means. If morning makes us honest, let it do it without fire. Don't burn the night behind us, just to prove you're not tired. I don't need a grand decision, I don't need a flawless plan. I just need you close enough to feel your heart slow down. Your hand rests on the steering, soft tension in your thumb. You say we're good at moving on, like moving on is numb. Below us cars are tiny comets, headed nowhere, headed home. I wonder what we look like from a distance too alone. You lean toward the windshield, like you're trying to see through time. I lean into the quiet where you keep leaving me behind. If morning makes us honest, let it do it without fire. Don't burn the night behind us, just to prove you're not tired. I don't need a grand decision, I don't need a perfect sign. I just need you close enough to stop looking past my eyes. Say it plain in the soft light, say it small, say it true. If it ends, let it end gently, like the last song we drove to. If it stays, let it stay simple. No oath, no heavy frame, just the sunrise on the overpass, and you finally saying my name. We cross the crest in silence, daybreak washing out the view. You breathe in, hands still steady, and I breathe in, hoping to. Wipers sing their steady song. You don't speak, but you don't leave, and the road feels almost calm. The air is full of tiny drifting ash, not fire, just winter dust. Headlights turning into slow snowfall, like the night is learning trust. You crack the window for a second, cold breath cuts through the heat, and all the words we keep avoiding start to settle in the sea. We don't need a siren moment, we don't need a scene to prove, just the road and this soft weather, making room for what is true. Let the headlights paint it gentle, let the world go quiet white. Slipping from my fingers, don't do it in a single night. I don't need a perfect story, I don't need it tied in bows. I just want you close enough to feel the slow, unspoken glow. A truck passes like a low thunder, dark becomes a quilt. You rest your elbow on the console, like you're trying not to tilt. I watch your profile in the dashboard, blue light soft on your cheek, and I can tell you're holding back the one thing you like it keeps you safe from pain. But the way you breathe beside me says you're here, not far away. Let the headlights paint it gentle. Let the world go quiet white. If you're slipping from my fingers, don't do it in a single night. I don't need a final answer. I don't need a sudden close. I just want you close enough to feel the slow, unspoken glow. If love is only temperature, then let it warm and let it fade. But don't leave me in the cold air with the silence you misname. Turn your face toward mine for once. Let the truth be small and plain, like snow in headlights falling softly without asking to remain. Headlights snow, drifting slow, no sound, just a shine. You don't say stay, you don't say go, you just breathe, and so do I. I find no receipts in the console, folded small, stained with time. Gas and coffee, late night toast, days that don't feel like mine. You drive with one hand steady, the other guarding your chest, and I watch the road unwind like a question you won't test. These little paper ghosts keep proving we were in ordinary ways. Not the fireworks, not the speeches, just the miles we didn't waste. If we're fading into used to, tell me before it turns to blame. Say it in a simple sentence, say it without a shield of shame. Hey, I don't need you flawless, fearless. I don't need a perfect truth. I just need you present, honest, while the night is still with you. A receipt for a cheap bouquet, you bought it then forgot. A parking stamp, a movie star, small evidence we got. I trace the ink with my thumbnail like I can rewind the feel, but the past won't sit still for me, it only learns to peel. You say maybe like a habit, like habit makes it light, but my heart keeps reading silence like a contract signed at night. If we're fading into used to, tell me before it turns to blame. Say it in a simple sentence, say it without a shield of shame. I don't need you swear forever, I don't need you to be sure. I just need you present, honest, while the road is still ours. We keep souvenirs of almost, tucked away where no one sees, but the smallest things remember. Every stop, every set of keys. So if you stay in daylight. If you're leaving true. Don't let us turn to paper. Faded ink and missing proof. Paper quiet, edges warm. You breathe out like you're deciding. I breathe in like I'm warmed. We park beneath an empty tower. Engine off, the world goes thin. The lobby glass is all reflection, showing strangers we've been. Your badge key hangs from your finger, swinging slow like second thoughts. And the security camera watches us forget the plot. You say come up like it's nothing, like the word won't change the air. But I can hear you counting exits in the quiet of your stare. If we step into this moment, don't make it another half. Don't turn warmth into a warning. Don't turn closeness into math. I don't need a perfect reason. I don't need you brave on cue. I just need you here and clouded if you're asking me to. The elevator doors breathe open. Metal light, a muted chime. We stand inside but don't press anything, like we're scared to choose the time. Your perfume hits like memory, soft and sharp at once. And the mirrored walls keep multiplying every fear we've tried to stun. You look at your own reflection like it's someone you can blame. I look at mine and wonder when I learn to play it safe. If we step into this moment, don't make it something we deny. Don't call it just a minute, then leave it there to die. I don't need a grand confession, I don't need a promised name. I just need you close and honest in this vertical, quiet frame. We can ride up without a number. We can stand here without a plan. Sometimes love is just the courage to hold a gaze, to hold a hand. So press the floor or press my fingers. Either way, don't let it blur. I'm tired of living in the almost, tired of being hurt. The doors stay open, no floor chosen. The city hums below. You breathe in, and say you're fine, just tired, but your silence sounds like fear. I pace the same 3 circles, carpets thin beneath my feet, talking past your careful answers, so I don't fall into sleep. I hear your keys through the speaker, each small jingle turns to weight. You joke about bad timing, but I taste the ending in it. So stay on the line a little longer, let the truth come loose and let. If this is where it breaks between us, let it break with a human hand. I don't need forever promised, I just need you here right now. Say the words you've been avoiding, say it soft or don't hang up. You tell me maybe we grew apart, like we're not a choice, and I talk right over the excuse, just to recognize my voice. You're laughing at my stories, eyes fixed somewhere out of frame, like you're already leaving while you're still saying my name. Every sentence comes out measured, every pause is something said. If you're holding back the real thing, I can hear it in your breath. So stay on the line a little longer, let the truth come loose and let. If this is where it breaks between us, let it break with a human hand. I don't need forever promise, I just need you here right now. Say the words you've been avoiding, say it soft or don't hang up. Count to 10 with me in secret, slow as rain on window glass. If we fade tonight, let it be honest, not a click that makes it past. I'll take the hurt that has a reason, over quiet that pretends. If you're going daylight, don't vanish at the end. The line stays warm between us, like a thread that won't release. You whisper you're still listening, and I finally start to breathe. Taxi light on the corner, painting gold across the street. Your suitcase kisses the carpet, like it's begging you to speak. You stand half out the doorway, half inside the heat we made, wearing that careful expression, like a mask you never shake. You say love is just a moment, like a rule you've learned to trust. I say maybe that's enough, but my hands give me away. Every second feels suspended, balanced on the edge of state. I can hear the clock deciding all the things you won't say. If you're leaving, do it slowly. Calling it a kind of freedom, calling it a way to survive. Now the room is turning quiet, and the quiet turns to proof. Every fine is just a shelter for the truth we can't let loose. Your eyes are giving every answer, but your mouth is stuck on wait. You laugh a little too loudly just to keep the fear in place. Every second feels suspended, balanced on the edge of state. I can hear the clock deciding all the things you won't say. If you're leaving, do it slowly. Let me see you in the light. Not a blur, not a vanishing, not a silence in the night. If time's a thief, then steal us gently. Don't take us like we meant nothing. Let the city melt to bokeh. Let the truth start becoming. Say you want me, even softly. Say you see a little more, or let your fingers brush mine one last time beside the door. Taxi light on the corner, go turning back into gray. You breathe like you're about to go, and I don't ask you to stay. We pull off where the highway quiets, white lights fending hum. Your hoodie smells like cold air, and the miles we didn't run. You stare into a paper cup like it holds a safer truth, and I watch the windshield gather little planets made of dew. No grand speech, no heavy ending, just a night on cruise control. We've been talking around the center like it's fragile, like it's gold. So I let the silence settle, let it sit between our hands. If you're drifting, drift beside me, not into another land. I don't need you to explain it, I don't need a clean goodbye. I just need a real second where you don't look past my eyes. Maybe maybe we're afraid of naming. Maybe names make things too real. But the way you breathe near me says enough of what you feel. So I let the silence settle, let it sit between our hands. If you're drifting just beside me, not into another land, I don't need you to explain it. I don't need a perfect line, I just need a real second where you don't look past my eyes. We can take the long way homeward, slow the world until it's kind. Let the road become a ribbon, tying loose ends on minds. If tomorrow wants to break us, let it break us in the sun. Not here under buzzing lights, not while the engine's still warm. The highway waits behind us, breathing low, a distant drone. You turn the key, the night returns, and we roll back into smoke. You open the glove box slowly, like it's full of fragile things, old receipts and faded papers, a spare key that doesn't ring. There's a pen that's out of ink now, and I know you never sent. And the quiet in the cabin feels like that half-written bend. We keep our truths in compartments where they don't have to be brave. But tonight the road is patient, and my heart is tired of saying. If you got words you keep folding, let them breathe in the low light. You don't have to make it pretty, you don't have to make it right. I'm not asking for forever, I'm not asking for a plan. I just wanna hear you say it, like you finally understand. Your hand returns to the steering, but it trembles for a beat. You clear your throat like a warning, then you swallow back the need. Outside the city keeps flickering, windows blinking like regret. And I wonder what we'd call this if we didn't fear the edge. You say maybe like a mercy, like a curtain you can draw, but your eyes keep turning toward me, like they're looking for a door. If you got words you keep folding, let them breathe in the low light. You don't have to make it pretty, you don't have to make it right. I'm not asking for forever, I'm not asking for a sign. I just want you here unguarded, just for one slow honest line. We've been living on omissions, on the comfort of unknown, but But the glove box full of letters is a kind of borrowed home. So before you start the engine, before you turn us back to noise, let the silence be a page, and let your voice become your choice. You close the glove box gently, the latch clicks soft and fades. Your breath is warm against the window, and the words begin to wake. Leave your shoes by the doorway, like the night asked you to stay. The kitchen light is barely breathing, soft gold on your tired face. You say it's late, you should be going, but you don't reach for the chain. Your laugh comes out in half measures, then disappears back in the rain. I don't ask for explanations, I don't pull you into names. I just make room in the silence for the things we never say. So we linger in the stillness, letting minutes lose their edge. Your shoulder finds my shoulder, like a promise never pledged. If this is only a moment, let it be a gentle one. No pressure, no confession, just the warmth before you're gone. Steam writes ghosts upon the mirror, your name shaking in my hand. We always ran ahead of thinking, never stopped to make a plan. There's a taxi on the corner, throwing light across the street, and your suitcase by the carpet, like it's listening to your feet. You look at me like you're leaving. Every fight is split in pieces, every breath comes back to me. So we linger in the stillness, letting minutes lose their edge. Your shoulder finds my shoulder, like a promise never pledged. If this is only a moment, let it be a gentle one. No pressure, no confession, just the warmth before you're gone. I rewind this room in fragments, frame by frame, then let it blur. A glass half full of something we were always scared to stir. Say love is just a moment, maybe that's enough to hold. But it hurts the way it flickers, how it turns from gold to cold. You whisper that you're tired, and I listen like a song. We crossed the river without talking. The bridge lights space like calm advice. Below the water holds the city, shaking neon into ice. Your hand rests on the window frame, cold metal under your skin, and I can feel you counting reasons not to let the truth begin. The current keeps on moving, never asking where it went. I wish we had that kind of courage to flow, to mean what we meant. If we're turning into distance, let it happen like this river, slow, honest in plain sight. Don't break me into silence, don't leave me in the shiver. Say it gently, say it right. I don't need a perfect ending, I don't need a claim or proof. I just need a little clarity before the water swallows you. Your reflection on the dashboard looks softer than your voice. You say it's complicated, like that word is not a choice. A bow light drifts in the black below, one small dot refusing dark. And I wonder if we're brave enough to follow our own spark. We've been living in the almost, in the half step, half held breath. But the bridge is nearly ending, and the far side asks for depth. If we're turning into distance, let it happen like this river, slow, honest in plain sight. Don't break me into silence, don't leave me in the shiver. Say it gently, say it right. I don't need a final promise, I don't need forever's truth. I just need a little clarity before the water swallows you. Say you're staying, say you're leaving. Either way, don't let it blur. Let the night be less of hiding, let the answer have a word. We can't keep calling it a moment if it's haunting every mile. So tell me what you're really doing, then let the river keep its smile. The bridge lights fade behind us, the water keeps its sheen. You breathe like you're about to speak, and the road stays in between. We stopped beneath a gas station halo, blue hours still on the road. Blur in confession, making everything look cold. You swipe your card, you don't look up, like eye contact might ignite. I watch your shadow split in two on the concrete under white. The palm clicks like punctuation, ending thoughts you never start. And in the glass of the cooler door, I see my face learn the dark. If we're running low on reason, let's not lie about the fuel. Say what's left without a filter. Say it quiet, say it true. I don't need the whole forever. I don't need it stitched apart. I just wanna stop pretending we don't feel it in our hearts. The highway breathes behind the building, a distant steady drone. You by a water, I by nothing, like we're saving up the wrong. Back in the car, the seats remember how you leaned into my heat, and now you sit a careful inch away, like distance makes it clean. You say you're fine, it's just a phase, like phases don't leave marks, but your hand hovers near the console like it's searching for my hand. If we're running low on reasons, let's not lie about the fuel. Say what's left without a filter. Say it quiet, say it true. I don't need a perfect answer. I don't need you free to feel. I just want you in this moment, while the night is still sincere. Maybe love is only motion. Refill, reset, then go. But every time the pump stops clicking, I still want you not to go. So before we merge back into traffic, before the city pulls us through, turn your face toward mine in the blue light, and let the real thing come loose. like secret well. If this is where we part, let it be more than a habit. Don't say it's late like an ending. like it's got nothing to lose. You laugh at something I didn't say, then swallow the sound again, and the silence comes back heavier, like it knows where we've been. We've been good at acting normal, good at keeping it contained, but the way your shoulder shifts toward me doesn't look like just the same. If this is where we pause, let it be more than a habit. Don't say it's late like an ending, then stay like you can't stand it. I don't need you to explain it, I don't need a perfect plea, I just need a little truth and hush between our breathing. Returning to this line, we hesitate. So before you start the engine, before you turn the wheel to go, look at me in this dim orbit and let your real feeling show. Parking lot, satellite, two shadows under sodium light. You don't say stay, you don't say goodbye, you just breathe, and neither do I.
We stand outside
your building door, keypad glowing aquarium blue. You type the code, then pause like the numbers might judge you too. My breath fogs the glass for a second, then clears like it never was. And the quiet between our shoulders feels heavier than because you say come in without looking, like looking will make it real. I watch your hand hover midair, and I finally feel what I feel. If this is where it changes, don't make it another fate. Don't leave me in the hallway with a name you never say. I don't need a perfect promise, I don't need a scripted truth, I just need you close enough to stop pretending we're immune. A neighbor's footsteps down the stairwell, keys and laughter then gone. We act like we're just waiting, like waiting is what we want. Your phone lights up in your pocket, you don't check it, you don't move. The keypad keeps blinking patient, like it knows what you choose. We've been good at soft distance, they're calling it nothing on purpose. But the way your fingers tremble says nothing isn't working. If this is where it changes, don't make it another fate. Don't leave me in the hallway with a truth you can't explain. or let my heart understand. I'm tired of having half out, tired of living on almost. So give me one real direction, even if it's lost. The keypad glows aquarium blue. Your hand finally moves. The door clicks and the night holds its breath with you. Like repetition makes it safe, but your hand stays near the console, like it's waiting to be taken. Let the exit sign sing softly, like a lullaby for doubt. If you're gonna disappear, don't fade while I'm looking now. I don't need a perfect reason, I don't need you to be sure. I just want the kind of leaving that doesn't make love feel poor. A billboard smiles above the lanes, selling dreams we never bought. You lean back, eyes on the distance, holding in a private storm. I feel your breath change when I speak, like the truth is close to skin. And the silence after my words is where you almost let me in. We keep calling it a moment, like that makes it light away. But the way you slow the car down says you're trying not to break. Let the exit sign sing softly, like a lullaby for doubt. If you're gonna disappear, don't fade while I'm looking now. You don't say, the road keeps singing. Either way. You open the glove box slowly, like it's full of fragile things. Old receipts and faded papers, a spare key that doesn't ring. There's a ton that's out of ink now, and a note you never sent. And the quiet in the cabin feels like that half-written bend. We keep our truths in compartments where they don't have to be brave. But tonight the road is patient, and my heart is tired of safe. If you've got words you keep falling, let them breathe in the low light. You don't have to make it pretty, you don't have to make it right. I'm not asking for forever, I'm not asking for 10. I just wanna hear you say it, like you finally understand. Your hand returns to the steering, but it trembles for a beat. You clear your throat like a warning, and you swallow back the need. Outside the city keeps flickering, windows blinking like regret. And I wonder what we call this if we didn't feel the edge. Just say maybe, like a mercy, like a curtain you can draw. But your eyes keep turning toward me, like they're looking for a door. If you've got words you keep falling, let them breathe in the low light. You don't have to make it pretty, you don't have to make it right. I'm not asking for forever, I'm not asking for a sign. I just want you here and guarded, just for one slow, honest night. We've been living out of missions on the comfort of the numb. Put the glove box full of letters, there's a kind of borrowed home. So before you start the engine, before you turn it back to noise, let the silence be a page, and let your voice become your joy. You close the glove box gently, the latch clicks soft and fades. Your breath is one against the window, home smells like rain on steel. Even when the sky is clear, the timetable flickers overhead, pretending it knows here. You hold a ticket you won't use, folding it into thin white lines, and now watch the tracks disappear, like they're practicing goodbye. Announcements blur into static, a language made of delay. You say I should go like a ritual, then stay in the same place. If you're leaving, leave in daylight. If you're staying, let it show. Don't stand on the edge of moving with your heart locked down below. I don't need a perfect ending, I don't need you certain clean. I just need you honest with me in the space between the screens. A train arrives without a hurry, windows lit like passing rooms, couple laughing, softer worlds carrying ordinary truths. You step forward, then you hesitate, like the line is too bright to cross, and I feel the air grow heavier with the weight of what it costs. Your hand finds my sleeve for balance, just a touch and gone again. But the smallest contact changes everything I can't defend. If you're leaving, leave in daylight. If you're staying, let it show. Don't stand on the edge of moving with your heart locked down below. I don't need a grand confession, I don't need you brave on cue. I just need you real beside me before the doors close on you. We've been calling it a moment, like moments don't become regret, but the platform keeps reminding us the last train doesn't wait. So say the thing you're swallowing, say it small, say it true, or take the sea you've been avoiding and let the distance do what it'll do.